If you're an entrepreneur and you either don't have a list of clients you've worked with, or you don't even have a big enough audience, you should not be creating a school community right now. I think you have your priorities backwards, and you will honestly benefit from putting the school community on the back burner and focus on building your following first. Focus on building your list of clientele, right? Because it seems nice because everyone is promoting school. Like you can't go a day without seeing an ad from Alex Hermosi talking about the school games or building your school community. All these other influencers telling you to create a school community because that's what is in. That's like the next trend. Like everyone is hopping onto school. And that's what I did. I go market my community in a way where I'm telling people where I have, the winner of the school games in my community, but I still archived it because I've realized, I'm not really in a position to be building the school community. I'd rather just build the list of people I've helped, build the list of people I've worked with. If you're an entrepreneur that's just starting out and you don't know what direction to take your businesses, and just DM me on Instagram, I'll talk to you. There's this analogy that I've used where, you could go to a party and let's say the party starts at 9, but you decide, I want to be a little bit early. I want to go at 7 because that's before everyone else gets there. I want to be the first one in there. And you get to the party, you realize it is dead. The host is still like preparing everything, cleaning up the house. You might show up and there's like two other people in the party, and you are there like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I even here? Why did I even show up early in the beginning? Why didn't I wait till like everyone else came and came like half an hour late once the party started? Because at least by then, that's when like people are there. That's when like it's live. People are talking to each other. People are having a good time, and you don't feel bored. You don't feel like you're wasting your time. That's kind of how I see like building a school community so early. Is that, yeah, you can build your community, you could get a couple of people in your community like without having a big following, without having referrals to send out to like the people you've worked with and stuff. But what's the point? What are you going to be doing talking to like the same two people in there, three people in there? You might as well just have them follow you on Instagram or something so that they can DM you. Follow, send them to like a Discord page or something if you want to create something that's free, because you're positioning yourself in a way that you created the school community, but you don't know how to run it. You think you probably can run the school community like really well. It's just that you can't do much when there's only like one other person, there are two other people in there. So you end up slacking off. You end up not really putting 100% of your effort into the community. And now everyone who's joined, like that, you got the 10 people in your community, they're starting to look at you like, yo, this community sucks, bro. Like, why am I in this community? Like, I'm going to leave. So I drew this diagram to make it easier for you to understand. You have school right here, and you have your brand right here, whether that's trying to grow your brand on YouTube, trying to grow it on Instagram, trying to grow it on TikTok, whatever the case may be. You want to do both, but you can't do both because let's say for you to be successful, you need 50 XP points to be able to succeed. And that's cool, right? But the problem is when you are splitting your time between school and like YouTube, for example, right? You can only get like maybe 25 of each halfway through. You are going to find some success since you did put the time into it, but you're only going to be half as successful in the same amount of time, rather compared to if you had put in all your effort and time into like one thing, then you have the necessary 50 points to find like the success you want to find. The reason for that is because when you are focusing all your time and effort into just one thing, you will get results exponentially faster. Because if you could do this, right, like I said, you will find some success. It's just not going to be the success that you want to see because you're only going at half the rate, right? And if you put in those like, and even if you do get those 25, let's say it takes you, I don't know, a month to pop off on TikTok or something. You would think that, okay, well, 50% is going to take me 2 months, when really it might take you 4 months because it's exponential, it's not linear. So you spending half as much time on branding is going to take you way more than twice as long to get the success you want. By the way, I pro brand this, you can literally replace this with anything: making videos, scripting videos, sending like cold outreach DMs to people, whatever it is. Focus on that first before you even focus on starting a school community. Have you even thought about why everyone is telling you to create a school community? It's not just so like you can have your community. Like, of course, that's it is part of it, but it's also because they get affiliate pay from you starting a community. By you using their link, you join their community, you start a community after you join their community, and they get a little percentage of the pay you get every time a new member joins, every time you make a sale on school. So of course they're going to tell you to start a community because they're getting benefited from it too. Here's the thing with starting a free community too. Like, you could start a free school community. Like, nobody's stopping you from starting a free school community. You want to inflate the number of people you have in your community, get as many people as you can to join your community. So like, let's say you get 500 people to join your free community, and then you change it to a paid community. Like, oh, now you got to pay like what, $99 a month to join the community. That's fine, that works, because it kind of, you're not really manipulating people, but you are manipulating people to make them think that, oh, there's 500 people that pay to join this community. You're still going to have a ton of inactive people in the community. That's just kind of the nature of having a free community. If it's free, people are going to give it less value. Just think of all the times you've gotten something for free. How many times have you actually used it? Like, you're gonna use something that you get for free a lot less than something that you paid for, even if you just pay like $1 for it, $2 for it, because you've put in value on it, you've put in your time and money on it, on the line for it, right? So you're in this free community. People are not going to be as active as you'd want them to be because they don't value it the same, unless you're going in overtime to actually deliver and actually give value. But if you started off as a paid community from the jump, okay, like, you might not get to 500 members as fast as you want, but that's okay, because at least every person that does join is going to be active. You're not going to pay like $100 and then not use the app at all. So that's kind of like something for you to think about if you're thinking of starting a community. Those are honestly like my 2 cents on Skool. If you've developed yourself, if you've actually built an audience, and honestly, go ahead and make a Skool community. Like, you'll be shooting yourself in the foot by not creating a community. But if you're just starting out, honestly, you're better off not creating a community right now.